Welcome to part 8 of Black Myth Wukong. Haven't played in a few days, so let's continue. I'm eager to get some progress done. We gotta finish the chapter 3 now. I'm deep into it, so let's go. Played Space Marine 2 in between, and I gotta get used to the other control scheme. I've played it with gamepad too. So dodge is X here. Circle. X is on Space Marine. And running is R1, which is kind of strange choice if you think about it. I don't recall games using R1 for running. But it works. Okay, this is a dead end. This was just to collect the chest. A couple of cold iron leaves. I think this is the path that got me to this place, if I'm not mistaken. I'm trying to recall. I'm trying to remember because I haven't played in a couple of days. Aha, okay, this is the path. Okay, got it, got it. I think this is the progression path. There was a shrine here somewhere too. Yeah, there it is. Make medicines. Upon use, slowly grants focus for a shorter duration. I mean, alright, I guess. Well, yeah, against boss fights this could be quite good, but it uses licorice, and instead of using licorice for that, we're gonna use it for the evil repelling medicament, because, you know, it reduces damage taken, which is kind of an important thing here. Do we have some sparks? We have 3 sparks. I will use them for transformation. Transformation is extremely useful. This is the upgrade I get for myself. And increases maximum might. Yeah, we're gonna need that. It would be cool to just focus the build on transformation. Maybe it can be possible. It gives you essentially a second life, and you don't get many opportunities like that in games. Especially in games in which you die easily, like in this one. Alright, this is the progression path. Let's move. don't play for 2 days and immediately forget a lot of the things. Like the time. Oh, this little bastard can heal. Nice. Aha, it was a spirit version. So he does something. Well, good for us. Man, this game is good when you first start playing it, but the fun wears thin very quickly. It does a bit. It does a bit. I can confirm that, but not by much. Currently, not by much where I'm at, but maybe it will. It's simply the boss. The boss diversity is insane, and the enemy diversity is insane. So that constantly keeps me interested in the game and interested in combat, because there's constantly new type of a challenge. And honestly, I don't think there's a game that can match Black Myth Wukong when it comes to enemy diversity. So. Oh, this is good. The later acts are nowhere near as good as the first few. Alright, I'm gonna see that soon. I'm at chapter 3. Moderately increases heavy attack damage. This is a good one. Wait, what does it do for me? That's the passive effect. Look. And the world is beautiful.
喂，你的鬼娃，又是哪儿冒出来的山精树鬼？
我在细细端详对面的大佛，你看他的肚脐眼儿有这么大，比我比你。
Yeah, but what would people expect? Why do you need exploration? What, you would like collectibles? Pointless collectibles? Just to annoy you? This is a combat-based game, and collecting blocks is not really anything that would add to the game. Instead, it would take away from the game. And there's enough exploration with the secrets, new areas you can unlock. It's actually done very well. Yeah, invisible walls and all that do kind of bring down the immersion, but I don't get I don't get that as being a negative thing. Having so many bosses in a game like this, I mean, there's nothing better than that. There's very few, there's a lot of pointless fights too. But imagine if there weren't so many bosses, how many pointless fights there would be. How many games do pointless fight after pointless fight after pointless fight? And here you get to play against bosses. So many diverse bosses. I mean, it's not even, for me, that's not even comparable to most other games, because I always would want a boss fight. Because bosses are interesting. They are in this balance here, which is a good thing. At least from what I played so far, there are a couple of weak bosses, but most of them were good to fantastic. And simply having a proper fight rather than pointless fights, to me, is always going to be a plus, not a minus. People are just used to a lot of pointless fights in games, and that's because the developers don't have so much creativity in order to create such experiences as Black Myth Wukong, to give you so many boss fights, so many different bosses, so many different boss fights. And it's good that they're in this balance, because it gives you different version of a challenge. Every boss is challenging of sorts. Some are easy, but that's good. That also gives you kind of a power trip a little bit, and it doesn't have to be as balanced, honestly, because there are so many of them. Now, if there are only 4 or 5 bosses in the game, then yeah, they need to be better balanced. But because there are a lot of mini bosses and so on, that's cool. I love that. Because even those fights that are in this balance are much more meaningful than just simple fights that you get in most other games. And considering this is a martial arts combat game, you want to be tested. You want to have meaningful fights, prolonged fights, not just something that you can get through in a millisecond, which there are also plenty of in this game. So anyway, that's my take on it. And the exploration is fantastic in this game because everywhere you go, there's something significant. Everywhere. Now, the chests aren't rewarding because you get materials, resource materials, which is just meh.
是让我们拜狮子
Oh,
来，
4 Buddhas, okay.
忒没道理。
And you get secrets are so well done in this game through quests and through actually paying attention and so on. It's fantastic how it connects to the world, history, lore, and how much it makes sense for each chapter what it does. I mean, zero strategy, mate, but this is an action game. You're not gonna have strategy in an action game. In action games, it's about reaction. It's about combos, reaction, and so on. There can be methodical combat. Some games have more methodical combat, like, for example, God of War Ragnarok. Second one, specifically. But there is tactic, definitely, here. There are builds. There you can create, you can chain spells into something that would work. And you need to be careful about using the heavy combos. That's the strategy. When to use the heavy attack, because heavy attack doesn't have the benefit of being fast. So you really gotta be careful about using it. That's your strategy. That's your methodical part of the combat.
后生，
Now, light attack is button mashing. And I think they could have done something more with just the light attack. I agree there. But honestly, with the amount of spells, then you have spirit attacks, then you have that 4 Banes anti-spell. And there's also the focus thing. There is plenty of method to this madness, right? But I get that it might look like button mashing. Sometimes it does. Sometimes against the small fights, against meaningless fights, the trash mobs, it does look. You basically just mash the light attack button and it ends up looking the same. And I don't think those fights were necessary because there are fights like these, like against this bastard that actually can do something to you. It's not gonna kill you because you are used to defeating bosses, so it's not gonna kill you, but at least it's a bigger challenge.
当年过小西天，
You can't compare Baldur's Gate 3 and Black Myth Wukong. That's impossible to compare. CRPGs are, when it comes to lore, quest decisions, story and all that, writing, the engagement through the writing, they are at the top level. You can't really compare it, and it's a turn-based game, right? Which also doesn't actually goes in its favor. Mostly the dynamic stuff goes in favor of Black Myth, but you can't compare these games. That's impossible to compare. Completely different genres. Now you can compare this to God of War. Let's say God of War would be a realistic comparison. Maybe Sekiro even, to some extent. Maybe Dark Souls, even though it's not really Souls-like. I would compare it to Sekiro before I would compare it to Souls. Za prozor, jel? Dobro. Ajde, kaj god. Kaj ti je, pa imam 3 ljudi trenutno, tako da. Sam ovu zastor na vuci. Da. vrata samo otići. Aha, to čudo malo. I get lost sometimes in this game easily. Minimap would be a good addition, for example. Not minimap, a map. Minimap without a map is pointless. It would just create more confusion. But okay, we'll find a way. For fuck's sake, finish the combo. He does that really quick slash attack that disrupts me easily. Whoa, cool. This is the third one or the fourth one? Ah, fourth one. Worship my hoof. I love characters in this game. So cool, so interesting. Alright, let's see what we've uncovered. Chubby one.
路不一直在那里吗？
These two are the magnetic duo. We need a game with these two. The fat one and the boar.
会跟你
Chubby one.
心不成。
成你个奶奶！哦，你莫不是那老贼变的，专来作弄人来？吃我一盘！
不败就不败，这般气急败坏，修养还不如身边小辈。修是不修？
气煞老主！此路不通，爷爷我攻也攻出一条路来。你先行一步，我们在山顶会合。
I love how in games everyone can disappear just at will and teleport, but when they need progression they can't do a goddamn thing. They just stuck with you. Oh, how do we get somewhere? But I can disintegrate into thin air. Never understood that. Unfortunately, it's one of the downsides of involving anime stuff in games. They have a lot of things that is left unexplained. How and why. I love logic. I love when things make sense. So enemies that can just disappear and teleport whenever. It's just, I don't know, kind of... It's weak writing in my opinion when enemies can do that. Because then you just put, you know, poof, it's done. Explanation, oh, he has power level over 9,000, he can teleport. He can go everywhere in an instant. He just needs to think about it. How do you deal with something like that? It's impossible. Interesting, no shrines, but there's a lot of these will-o-wisps that can recharge our flask. Not that I need it yet, but I probably will. Maybe I should have left it for later. Interesting, still no shrine. I mean, I'll absorb this, but maybe that's not a good idea. I don't know what's up ahead, so maybe there's a fight now instantly that's gonna take my health away. I don't know. In that case, I wouldn't have used it, of course. I would save it. There we go. Finally. Non-white. Oh shit, it's that type of an enemy and also a boss. Oh, that's gonna be a problem. What's that bar above his health? What's happening? Oh, for fuck's sake. What now? I mean, I fell down. What the hell? That was anticlimactic. Ah, no. I thought maybe that's the boss. Shit, can I get back into the arena? I don't know where I'm supposed to be going. Maybe here? I have to teleport back. Because I got no clue where I'm at. I'm sure it's connected to the area after the boss, but... Fiery gourd. What's that? Oh, nice! Chill immunity increases maximum stamina for shorter duration. Nice. That's important. Alright, this is definitely the progression path, so I'm gonna teleport back and hopefully we can get that fight, because that was ridiculous. They don't have invisible walls when you're fighting boss fights, so that you can fall. I mean, but they have invisible walls when you're just looking into the distance, when you get to one of the edges. That makes no sense. Yeah, I think this is where the fight was. Fuck. So I've lost the boss fight. Yep, I've lost a boss fight. Now I'm pissed off, because I can't get it back and I don't know what the reward was. Ah well. We're gonna have to live without it. Was that maybe a secret area? But no, there was some kind of a cutscene, so definitely a progression path of sorts. Oh, there he is. Ah, okay, so we got two fights with him. Well, now I don't have anywhere to fall at least. Ah, that's his guard. I get it. Shit. Alright, at least you defeated him the second time. I don't know what the first time did. Maybe it did nothing. Well, we got refined iron sand, whatever that is. I think it's a new material. And we got his spirit, so that's good. What does his spirit do? Non-white. Moderate increases poison and frost damage. Alright. What the hell is that? Ah, that's that bat that I've defeated already once. Let's try to find the shrine and then I'll teleport back to see what that hidden location was. And there's also here something hidden. But yeah, let's go to the shrine. What? Oh, are you taking a piss? Now I... Oh, I can. Okay, good, good. This really looks like it could be a secret area. But, see, the problem if it is that Because there are invisible walls everywhere, and now suddenly there isn't for this occasion. That's just not very good thinking in terms of development, because you are used to invisible walls and you don't see a point in investigating things on the side. If that's the thing, I don't know. Still have to figure it out. Oh, ah, it's a ranged attack. Skanda of Thoth. Oh, this is definitely a secret. And we are back at the arena where the non-white was the first time around. Okay, we made a full circle. But we got a key item. I don't know for what that is particularly, but maybe we'll find out. Doesn't matter. Let's teleport to the shrine we progressed to and continue from there. This chapter should be closing right now. I think there can't be any more areas because I'm playing it for a long time. It would make sense that it would end soon. See, these fights, they could have done a lot better with these in-between fights. They do get boring. There's some interesting ones, but they do get dull over time. Oh, new shrine, nice. And the damn bat. I fucking hate that enemy. Okay, so in this area we're gonna have a bunch of new paths. So I don't know what's going to be the progression one, so let's explore a little bit. Want to see where we can use that new key item that we obtained. Yeah, I don't know why I'm even fighting them. Well, you get some money, I guess. And you need that. And some experience, of course. I need to start paying attention to where I'm at. Some landmarks, points of interest. Because I got no clue if I'm going in circles or is it new area, is it something that's gonna take me back to the previous shrine. Beautiful forest. Very enjoyable location. Non-able. Oh, for fuck's sake. Very cool moveset, aesthetically, from the boss. Yes, I love when I hit that move. So devastating. Can't read that third attack. Cool. Cool, but a little bit too much AoE for my taste. So I'm guessing these non-ables are some kind of additional bosses you can fight. I don't know how many there are. I don't think that non-white was an optional. It seemed like he wasn't. Oh, haha, nice. Slightly increases attack, critical hit chance and critical damage, but massively reduces maximum mana. This is basically for martial artists. People that don't want to use mana that much. Cool option. But then they would have to increase the slight modification to at least moderate, because even moderate is not really that much in this game. And I don't like, again, the fact that they say a slight moderate or whatever. You gotta give me a proper number for that. 10%, 20%. I mean, sure, I can test for it, don't get me wrong, it's not a problem, but then you're just making a thing that's gonna happen anyway, meaning that I'm gonna know exactly the number. You're gonna make me have to test, while you could have just put the number down and that's it. You could have avoided that annoyance. No one likes testing. I mean, very few people like testing. I don't like testing, and I do builds in games, so I don't like testing for that stuff. I like testing when I complete the character and then see the effectiveness of the character and then switching things around and all that. That's fine, but not when I need to translate slight, moderate, or high or whatever. Like they do in all From Software games. Exactly, Patrick. Welcome, by the way. I never liked that part of From Software. I think that's just being pretentious for the sake of being pretentious, and that's it. We gotta be obscure about everything. I get it, you're obscure about lore, obscure about storytelling and all that. All fine, because then, even though I don't like some parts of that too, because too many things are left open to interpretation, and I'm not a fan of that. To me, that's not great writing. To me, that's all right. It works. But if you leave too many things open, too many stories untold completely, unless you plan on doing DLCs to explain them, then it's kinda, you know what, a bit overrated. I always thought that their writing was a bit overrated. I liked it, but I thought that it was overrated. Because not anyone, but they can create interesting backstories and interesting lore, but then they never, in a lot of cases, they never finish. In a lot of cases, they don't finish the story. They don't give you the whole picture of the story of someone's past, present, how it got there, but you gotta connect the dots there are very few dots, and that I get it, some channels have tried on that, but I always thought their writing was overrated a bit. It was good, but it wasn't that good. Just because of that. For example, a lot of movies, when you watch movies and then it ends on a cliffhanger, and you don't know the answer, what has happened and what's going to happen, but they give you all the clues, meaning everything that you need to know, and then you decide for yourself. Inception, for example. They give you all the clues there. And both endings make sense, but I think there are two, unless I'm mistaken. But in From Software, a lot of their characters that are connected to the lore don't have anything going for them in terms of finishing the story, conclusion. But people kind of, you know, salivate over what could have been, what will be, and all that. It's just not quality stuff. To me, that's more of an equivalent of they write something good, they give you an engagement, an immersion, and you like what you're reading. You get interested in the character, and they don't finish it. They don't finish the story. Like, leave it there. Let them think. Yeah, but you didn't give me all the clues, so you can't make character where clues are left for the interpretation, where conclusion is left for the interpretation. That's fine, but I need all the clues. I'm hoping I'm explaining this properly, but I believe you guys understand me. I think, as I said, I think their writing and all of that is good, but I don't think it's that good. Will be interesting to see what From Software does next. Alright, so we made a full circle. I went there. I don't think I went here yet. You know what I would like to see from them? Sci-fi game. Like what was it? Immortal. With guns. What the hell was the name of that game? It had Immortal in its name. I can't remember what it was. It wasn't particularly good, but the gunplay was decent in such a game. My ass hurts, so I gotta get a pillow. A rubber pillow. The sun, the gamer's worst enemy. I think that's vampires, mate. not gamers. For me, it's a problem because if I move the curtains, then it goes directly here, and the light of it all makes it looks like outside is heaven. You know, don't go to the light. So it's just because of that. It doesn't work well on the stream because of the positioning of the webcam. I wouldn't mind otherwise. And then the flare simply doesn't. The glare, sorry, glare. I'm mistaking one word for the other. It's too much. We've been through this bridge. Let's see if we were here. The only problem with this forest is that I don't know where I've been and where I'm going. But then again, I'm always like that on stream. I can never remember the path I'm taking. Oh, here we go. Another enemy. That might be another non-something Oh, that's definitely a new area. That's what I'm saying. I mean, why would you want to have trash fights when you can have these non-whatever fights in this case, for example? These trash fights in the game really become dull and don't offer much. In the beginning they are more interesting because you're getting acquainted to the system and it makes a lot more sense, but... Oh, there's the frog. Haven't seen them in a long time. Trash mobs are easy to create, bosses aren't. So I think this game needs to be appreciated for having so many bosses. You know what? Temperature fell off last couple of days. I don't even have my window opened. That's a good indicator how cold weather suddenly came. I mean, it was 30 Celsius 3 days ago. Now it's 10. That's insane. By the way, I started playing Space Marine 2 yesterday. What a game. Of course, I'm not going to play offline single player mode. But damn, what a game. I was blown away, especially by the presentation. Holy shit. Oh no, it's not a non-white. I thought it was a non-white, just a spirit version of the hawk. Fucking hell. Okay. Got me. I'm just playing through the campaign right now, playing on Angel of Death. And it's challenging, I won't lie. We'll see the possibilities of the offline version. What it can do. Oh, for fuck's sake. That's just stupid that he gets me instantly into the... Gets me chilled instantly. I thought this was going to be another non-white enemy. I would like to fight more of them because they're quite interesting. Crow Chow. Chill resistance. Oh, alright. That could potentially be useful in the upcoming boss fights. Oh, there is a path. Nice. I thought maybe this was a dead end, but no. The atmosphere is great, though. There are so many possibilities in the Warhammer universe, but Games Workshop do be holding that IP with an iron grip. Well, they do have the IP, but they are not making games, right? So they give that IP to everyone, from what I've figured out. Anyone that wants to do Warhammer game, they can do it. You know what I appreciate about Warhammer 40k? It has the best damn character models I've ever seen. I mean, those soldiers, there's nothing more cooler than a goddamn Space Marine, man. Those things look fucking insane. The versions of armor, the aesthetics, all that. Okay, let's see what's here. Boss of sorts. No. Nothing. Interesting. That cool factor of Warhammer 40k is something that rarely any game does have right from the start. Just because how great those bastards look. And their demeanor, the tough bastards, nothing's gonna get them. They die valiantly and so on. It's ridiculous how immersive that is. Fucking proper macho. And I like that. I don't know much about Warhammer 40k except from the games that I played. I played Demon Hunters, loved it. Liking Space Marine 2 so far. I've played Chaos Gate, the original Warhammer 40k that immediately made me fall in love with the Space Marines. Yeah, I don't know what the hell is this area. Melon field. I mean, there needs to be something here, but maybe we get to this point later somewhere. So I'm not really familiar with a lot of it. Oh yeah, I played Rogue Trader. Loved Rogue Trader. Rogue Trader gave me most insight into the world of 40k, and I've learned lore things from it. The basic ones. Damn, that's such a cool world. I mean, it's a depressing world, but fucking hell, man, it's cool as heck. There's very few things that I've played and seen in games that is cooler than Warhammer 40k. Maybe nothing is. I haven't played Mechanicus yet, but people have recommended that one. I'm gonna have to try it eventually. Aha, so I was here already. Good. Question is, where the hell am I now? Okay, this is probably the path forward somewhere. There was also a shrine over here that... And there was also a path through... there it is. Okay, I know where I'm at now. Got my bearings. Let's move. Oh, the froggy frog. Haha, nice. shit, I'm slowed a little bit. Oh, for fuck's sake, move. Yeah, this slow effect is really dangerous. Oh, piss off. Damn, these frogs are tough. New version of Teenage Mutant. Oh no, those are turtles. What am I on? These are Battletoads. Teenage Mutant Ninja Toads. That needs to be a serious. No, this guy is tough. But not tough enough. Had to use all the spells though. Aha, okay, there's the progression path. I get it. Alright. Let's head back here, because I think I saw something up ahead. Maybe a different path, maybe a different area, we'll see. But I think it's connected to the progression path as well. Maybe that's another non-white over there, or is that a crow chowder, or whatever the name is? Oh, it's another crow. Dangerous bastards, so I'm gonna utilize the replication. Maybe a bit of an overkill, but a kill's a kill. Favorite chapter so far, without a doubt. I simply love snow and having all of this snow and the effects of snow. I mean, this is so cool. It's never gonna get dull having snow on my armor. The more I roll through it. Heck yeah, heck yeah. Give me more of those details. I love that shit. Okay, that's where I got. That's where I got from. Oh, shrine? Where? What does he do? Reanimated the dead ones? Or buff? Now let's head back because this is obviously something that... Oh wait, is that a non-white again? It is, but... Sorry, the non-enemy, not non-white. Non-white is the special one. Let's defeat him. I don't know if he respawns. Maybe he does. Most likely he does. Let's head back. I mean, there is a lot to explore in this game. I mean, it might not seem like that at first, but so many things are connected, so many areas are connected, and there's always something I'm searching for. Not searching for, but there's something always on the side that I'm going for. I see the path and I'm taking it, and it leads me to somewhere else. There's always something new. So I don't think that saying that this game doesn't have exploration is fair, just because it isn't open world. A lot of open world games don't know how to do its open world, but just put stuff in it that is just there, adding nothing to the game. Also need to get me a copy of the old style shooter Warhammer 40k bolt gun. Seems real good as well. Haven't played that one. But I know that Accretionist, the guy on Discord, loves, one of his favorite metal bands is Bolt Thrower, which was inspired by Warhammer. And lyrics are also connected to Warhammer. So the lyrics hit you as hard as a rocker propellered bolt from a bolt gun. Considering it's metal, it might. thing about metal music is that a lot of metal bands have amazing lyrics, but you can't understand what they're screaming. So you gotta read. But once you do that, it's a different dimension of music. For example, Breakdown of Sanity. I love that band lately. Amazing lyrics, fucking amazing lyrics in most of their songs, but you can't understand shit. Just like that. Or Bury Tomorrow. But yeah, still the best lyrics I've read were definitely from In Flames. The old In Flames. Subjective, of course, because, well, because, you know, this isn't here without a reason, right? But yeah, their lyrics affected me greatly. Oh, in opera lyrics, yeah, the same can be, yeah. You mean about not understanding what they're saying? Yeah, true. Aha, that's the path. Okay, got it. Finally, we made a full circle again. And that's where... Yeah, okay, I get it. That was a connection to the new area. So, as I suspected, it was a double path. Now, what is that? Just for a second. I don't know if I was down here. I think I was. Yeah, that's where the tree was, where I picked up stuff. Okay, got it. Just wanted to make sure that I've explored every inch of this fantastic forest. And now we can progress. Heilung. I don't know what it is, mate. What is this? This is a new path. I don't recall being here. Yeah. Oh shit. Hellblade 2. Damn, I really like the story of that game. Yeah, there was not much gameplay. But the story and the presentation is truly something to behold. Yeah, that's gonna be an experience. I think that type of music goes well with mushrooms. Something like that. Yeah, alright. We got a new path unlocked. That's good. And we unlocked the death too. Alright, I'm gonna make 15-minute break, gotta eat something. I haven't eaten yet today. And then I'll be back. 3 more minutes and I'll be back. Here I am. Sorry about the wait. Took a little bit. It's a thing I'm to keep my weight and all that in check. I'm only eating when I'm truly hungry. Only a couple times a day. And sometimes, by the way, welcome Seru. Sometimes when I eat late at night, then I don't eat in the morning right away, which was the case. My niece is here, so she slept. She was here the night, right? And we watched Ice Age 2, and then I ate some crap. And I don't want to eat right away in the morning. I don't usually eat crap and so on. Hey, Chairman Meow. Yes, I've killed 2 non-pures. Alright, now where we were. I went over here. I think there was something here as well that I missed. There are a couple of paths here that we can take, but for now let's take this one. See where that leads. I'll skip this guy. I don't need to defeat everyone. Already defeated him. One meal, damn. Fast metabolism. Because if you eat one meal, then with 1 meal a day, you slow down your metabolism a bit. That's good for people that have fast metabolism. It works sometimes it doesn't, depends on the person. I have a slow metabolism, so, and I'm not training anymore in a way that I would be able to burn it off, so, you know, you gotta watch your weight. I mean, I don't watch my weight, I just watch. That's it. I don't care what the weight is. People usually obsess over the weight, but wait, the number is not relevant. It's all what the shape you're in. Some people are in better shape when they have less than ideal, some when they have more than ideal. And that's their ideal, basically. Oh! Alright, that's new. Oh, nice. Ginseng cape. That's a new thing. By the way, if any of you have never used ginseng, extract of ginseng, I highly recommend it. I was using ginseng 10 years ago, something like that. Maybe even way before that. And it's really a good thing for your head, for your energy and everything. It's a fantastic thing. I highly recommend it. Basically, just put a couple of drops in whatever you're drinking, and that's all you need. For a short duration after using the gore, moderate increases maximum stamina, and we get some chill resistance too. Now we also got Jade Essence, whatever the hell that is. Ah, summoned minions. Summoned minions are the replicas, right? Oh, damn, that's powerful, probably. Wait. Now I'm confused. I thought that was a drink. Maybe it's just an upgrade of sorts. That's where the crow is. That's where the path back is. So there's only one way we can go. These guys always screw me with their delayed attacks. When I took away all the carbs with my diet, I'm more hungry. Most times eat 2-3 times a day. Salad don't fill you up for that long. True, but that's when if you take your carbs away, then you should have more fat in your diet, because the body first goes for the carbohydrates, then it starts to burn fat afterwards. And if you eat a very low amount of carbohydrates, then it won't turn so much into fat, because the unused carbohydrates turn into fat. And if people don't burn that, that's how they get fat, actually. Or if they eat too much fat, of course. Still, the protein is the most important thing, right? Because it's important for the brain, for the health of the body. But yeah, if you gotta eat carbohydrates, and we do because of the shit, I forgot the name of the how it is in English. The thing that improves your bowel movement. That's in salads. Fibers, I think that's the name. Yeah, that's right, Zero. Yeah. It helps, you know, there's a problem. People get used so much on carbohydrates. I got as well. And then when you eat carbohydrates, you basically kind of, how to put it, you increase the hunger. Usually it's empty hydrates. Yeah, I know when you get to the bakery and you eat things from there and so on, which we all love. Basically bread. Anything with bread is bad, but because there's nothing good in bread. And then just keep getting hungrier and hungrier. You can eat half a bread, for fuck's sake. Some people can eat full bread. Just make sandwiches out of it over and over and over again. And it just emphasizes the hunger again. And it's all about the 3-day rule. You can make your body adjusted to anything as long as you don't eat much, or don't intake much of whatever, maybe even drinks, maybe even alcohol, whatever it is. If you don't intake much of it, or even none of it in 3 days, then your body gets adjusted. But those 3 days are a pain. I have every week I'm doing that, because over weekend, you know, drink and all that. So then afterwards, when the weekdays start, getting back on the normal stuff, right? Only the necessary. Otherwise, I would have been fat. I got that genetics. I mean, I don't have many. Oh yeah, I do have sisters are fat. They are, but they don't take any care of it themselves. So it makes sense. Fat fucks. I would be the same if I didn't take any care. But due to the disease, the autoimmune one that I have, it's a non-option. So I got used to taking care. But it's a drastic life change once you let yourself go, and then you have to do something to change things around. It's not easy, definitely not easy, but it's very rewarding. Oh, I'm getting again not lost, but back to the places that I visited already. Yes, Signor Silverio. Yes, it is. That's the one. It's not that IGN hates, it's just that IGN had an agenda, and they were... I think someone is pushing IGN to do the agenda because they have investors most likely, and the investors have all the same agenda these days. Mostly investors in the Western society. And then it's a push in every sort of media that these things should be talked about when they really shouldn't. They try to inject politics into everything. I mean, we've talked about it numerous times. If you try to inject it, then you get people riled up, you get the engagement, you get the views, you get all this. They know what they're doing. But then also it might be due to the fact that they just wanted to do it like this so that they would piss off people, so that they would get the engagement on their channel, which is a smart way of doing things. They don't give a shit. They just put out the article, and that's all they need to do. Put some politics into it, and people are all politicized. Not all, but most are politicized these days. Not because people want to be, but because they have been brainwashed into being political. Unfortunately, as I've explained many times, a problem with modern politics is that everything is politicized. You can't talk about any certain thing because political parties, not just Western parties, European parties as well, here in Balkan too, they take every topic and they run with it. And then if they take a topic, they see that they could get new people through a certain topic if they put some kind of a way of thinking and some kind of rules or whatever, an ideology in a certain topic. It can be the minimal topic, then it means that they have taken over the topic, and then the opposition needs to be against it. And that's how they divide people and take away everything, so that there's no free will anymore. So you can't think about anything, because if you think about it, at least, or anything that you can think of, a political party has already taken the topic and is running away with it. It's a smart way of doing things, a really smart way. I can't fault them. Everyone wants to be successful, everyone wants power, and that's how they get it. Before, you could talk about many things when I was younger and all that. But not so many things were so politicized. But today everything is politicized, every little thing, because that's how they get you. That's how they recruit people. They are the ones creating the problem and then presenting themselves as the solution to the problem, and people fall for that. Same thing they've been doing throughout the history. I did non-white and that guy that was hand to hand. I don't know his name. What is snus? Never heard that. By the way, I think I'm a bit lost here. Dead by snooze. The watermelon quest. I don't think I've done that quest. And I really don't think I know where to go next. I did pick up that key item that was after the non-white. That when you fall down and go around and then go to the place where non-white jumped from into the arena. I picked up that key item, but I don't know where to use it. Oh, yeah, my cousin uses that. Yeah, I got no clue where to go next. Patrick, where are you from, mate, if I may ask? Don't need to answer if you don't want to, it's fine. It's just, I'm curious, that's it. Save a treasure hunter for the watermelon quest. Ah, Sweden, Finland. Yeah, I'm just running in circles now. I'm fine with not doing every single quest because I gotta start finishing the game. I'm not streaming as much as I wanted this week. I wasn't streaming as much as I wanted this week, so at this point I just want to start going towards the end. I respect the secrets of this game. I think they have been done well. The heaven of heavy metal. I'd say the heaven of death metal more than heavy metal, but alright. Yeah, I got no clue where to go. Let's go up and maybe it reveals a new path. Oh, maybe it is this. Maybe it's that simple. Yeah, that's definitely new. All right. Oh, what the hell? That's new. Come on, Yorm the Giant. Chill. No curio. Oh, it's an RNG drop. Damn, I hate those. Yeah, we'll never see that meter, true. Where is the goddamn thing? Ah, there it is. Okay. Shit. Got no health. Fuck. Yeah, snow is amazing. Truly amazingly done. At least now I know where the shrine is, so that's good. Now I confused myself. Let's get back. Isn't that not much, mate? Trying to finish chapter 3 finally. I'm gonna skip everything here because I've already been through. Just want to get to the shrine. Will this be my game of the year? No, no it won't. It's fantastic, I like it a lot, but no. It's definitely gonna be a positive review. But no, it's not. For now, Tactical Breach Wizards definitely is my game of the year. It's just almost perfect, so I can't overlook that. I started to play Space Marine 2 now, but offline, single player version only. And I gotta say, that game is impressive. But I'm only playing the campaign at the moment, so I can't say yet. But damn, presentation-wise, it's one of the most impressive games I've seen. It's insane. This game does a lot of things I like. I was saying for a lot of other games too, that they need to focus more on significant fights, which this game has plenty of due to a lot of boss fights and all that, but it does a lot of trash fights too, which are kind of becoming tedious at this point. Not these fights, I like these fights. These are good fights. But a lot of the fights are just spamming light attack and they die in a couple of shots, and there's not much point except for the grindy part of it to get the money and all that. Even though the game is not grindy, it's not grindy at all, which I fucking adore. And I think that a good thing that the game does is that it doesn't have grind for armor, weapons, and so on. But you get it as you progress, and then you choose your own builds. I think that's fantastic. I'm sick of grinding for every little thing in games. It's pissing me off. So to have one game that doesn't focus on grinding for gear, I really appreciate that a lot. People have been so conditioned to grind these days that it's becoming a default thing, especially in AAA. So to have one AAA game that doesn't have that type of mechanic is really good to experience. Oh, this could be a significant fight up ahead. Maybe not. No. Oh. Jebem ti krv Isusovu. Got that upgrade that continues the combo after dodge. Still haven't got it. Now I see the importance of it. Yep. Yep. My thoughts as well, mate. That's what I don't like about From Software. They put these RNG mechanics in a game that it is purely about progression and exploration. It just doesn't add much. And then I've played Convergence mode for Elden Ring. And also I think tried back in the day Convergence mode if there was one, or maybe it was under a different name for Dark Souls 3. Oh, a new enemy. And it changes things drastically. I can't recommend Convergence mode enough. Install it, is gonna make your experience so much better. Because it removes that type of item acquisition mechanic. And everything is fixed, no grinding. And you get gear in a different way. Really smart thing to do. Oh, fuck off. That was a cool fight. See, these are the types of fights I like in games like Black Myth Wukong or From Software games and so on. These are meaningful fights. I don't like these fights against these small mobs that just... Okay, occasionally you can put a couple of in there, but they need to be next to something more significant to add that little bit of a... You know, we gotta watch out, maybe I'm getting hit from the back. In that instance, yeah, sure, it adds a little bit, but when I'm just going and then finding enemies like these and just do the light attack combo, it becomes tedious, really. And it's not adding anything to the game, but it's working against the game. Not a big deal though, but because this is about the bosses, and bosses for the most part have been fantastic. I love how they stagger. Very cool. Ah, there's the curio. Oh, wow. Yeah, definitely. But I would say to appreciate the convergence mode, you almost need to play through the game once without the mod. Yes, yes. Absolutely agree. Because you wouldn't know the differences that the mod has done. I mean, these people that do these mods that overhaul whole games, it's just something incredible. That's the passion that I would like to see from a lot of developers today. Because some of these modders or mod groups can do much better job, especially when it comes to game mechanics. They won't change the animations or anything like that. Presentation-wise, it stays the same. Except for some details, textures and all that is added occasionally. But with the quality of life stuff and just improving the games in general, because as I said, the developers have been conditioned today to do games in a way that there needs to be some kind of an RNG factor, that needs to be repetitiveness, and it doesn't have to be. It's unnecessary. If your game is good progressively and it can continuously remain good and interesting, then you don't need RNG factors. RNG factors and repetitiveness is for games that don't have quality content and that don't have content diversity, but instead they focus on adding RNG to get different rewards, because different rewards are the change that they don't have through content. So they offset the lack of content quality and content diversity through RNG factor of the obtained gear, and that's when you can build stuff. That's when you can build your character, and that gives you the dopamine and all that. But it's a very weak developing mechanic. One of the, without a doubt, the weakest one, because anyone can do it. It's just a random number generator after all. It's nothing more. But game like this, that's a completely different story. So I think, yeah, it's just incredible that such a game exists, where the focus is so much on bosses and there are so many bosses. Even the enemies, look at the enemy diversity between the bosses. Each chapter has its own. That's ridiculous. I haven't seen anything like it yet in an action game like this. To this extent, I haven't seen anything like it. I don't recall. Maybe I did see, but maybe some of you have as well. If you have, please say. Maybe it's gonna refresh my memory, but it's just something very special. This game is special. There is no doubt about it in my mind that more games like this should exist. And I'm lost again, aren't I? Is it possible to change the looks of the armor of a different one? No, there's no transmog system in this game, but there's only a few armor sets. There isn't really vast. There isn't some kind of a crazy amount of armor in the game. Oh, maybe I am making progression. Yeah, this chapter, even though I absolutely adore the snow and forest, and it's fantastic. It's really satisfying as heck. But it's very difficult to navigate through. Oh, piss off. Wasn't there a modder for GTA 5? Must be a couple of years ago now, who modded the loading sequence in GTA 5 and the game loaded 5 to 6 times faster. Damn. I don't know. I haven't played GTA in a long time. I love GTA 5, by the way. One of my favorite games of all time. And no, I don't know. But damn, that's impressive. Yeah, Sekiro is one of the most balanced and most well done games in terms of combat of all time, in my opinion. It's just a different level of greatness. This game has a little bit of Sekiro in it. I would compare it mostly to Sekiro, actually. Neo has the best combat system by far, in my opinion, but the way the game is done is not nearly as good as Sekiro. Even the boss fights are good in Neo and all that, but it's just the damage discrepancy and the damage output and all that, especially in later difficulties. It doesn't allow much in big boss fights to shine. The system is the combat system isn't allowed to shine except against human enemies. Neo, when you fight against human bosses, is probably the best combat, the best game, the best ever you're ever going to experience. I can't compare anything to it. Or those dojo missions. There's also too much damage in dojo missions. But the way, the things you can do to bosses in Neo, human bosses, it's, you just go this and fucking hell, man. Is this even possible? How the hell is this possible? But it doesn't have the consistency. It only has that. And that's the problem. It has that one thing that works for it, and the rest of the game is... This is, for example, a game like Sekiro. Maybe it has a little bit of Neo in it. Not much, but maybe. But if Neo was done like this, imagine if Neo was done like this. Quality story, quality characters, interesting lore, great chapter progression, secrets like these. Neo would have been one of the best games of all time. Yes, Solim, exactly, in my opinion, yes. I think games today want to have very long playtime, which makes them get inflated by artificial game lengthening content that is boring most of the time. Absolutely agree with that, yes. AAA games specifically. I want to buy this game, but the lack of map kind of make me rethink until now. How is your experience navigating the environment open world? It's not an open world, Zandatsu. Now, the Chapter 3 has been the most problematic in terms of finding the right path because, look, it's snow. It's very difficult to navigate through snow. You gotta watch for landmarks and so on. But there's only a few paths in each area, so that sometimes these areas might look too open, but they are not. They might look as open world, but they are not. There's barriers everywhere, and there's only a few paths that are connected, and you will get through it, without a doubt. But this is the first time I actually stumbled a lot of times and don't know if I was there or I wasn't there. But you also have to account in the factor that I'm streaming, and when I'm streaming, my brain is dumb in a way that it really doesn't remember anything what it's done 5 seconds before. From 5 seconds before. That's the extent of my memory when I'm streaming, because of the talking and translating and concentrating on the game. So if I wasn't streaming, then yeah, it would be much easier to navigate through. So account that in. No map, yeah, that's a mistake. I think they should have added some sort of a map, at least a little bit, so that we can know where we are at times and where we've been, because chapter 3 is quite big. But it's the first one where I had a problem with that. Even though it's my favorite chapter so far, because of the snow and how it looks. It's just so goddamn cool looking. And I mean, how many games have this? Look at this. I'm gonna repeat this as many times as needed. How many games have this? Look at that. I'm gonna roll. Now I got a little bit of snow on my armor. I'm gonna roll again. A little bit more snow, a little bit more snow, a little bit more snow, a little bit more, until the full armor, until I'm full of snow. That's fucking awesome. Little details like that make me happy, and I'm just fell to a completely different area where I was already. At least I recall that. And now I gotta find path again. Aha, I know where I am. Okay. If you keep rolling, you become Elf from Frozen. That would be a cool thing, right? Playing as a snowman. I don't know if Elf is snowman, but I'm suspecting it is. I haven't watched Frozen, so. Open world. Witcher, Breath of the Wild, Elden Ring, I would definitely add Rockstar there. I think Rockstar has one of the most engaging open worlds. The most engaging open world, but in a good way. Rockstar games, Red Dead Redemption, GTA. Horizon also had decent open world. Wasn't particularly fantastic, but I don't recall. I played only the first one, and I enjoyed the game, so it's in. I have a good memory about it. No, not good memory, but good. Fucking hell! Today I can't talk. I'm sorry. I don't know what's wrong. I have a good. When you have a good memory of something, I have a good recollection, I guess, something like that, of that game. So, trying to remember how the open world was, it had a lot of repetitiveness too, but I think it wasn't too much. Yeah, not amazing, but okay, exactly. Rockstar game, lack of create your character single player game. True, but it's not an RPG. Rockstar game, it's not an RPG. In RPGs, creating your character makes more sense. But in, I mean, be honest, no matter what kind of a character you would create, could you ever create better characters than in GTA 5? Let's be honest. I mean, those three are such a trio that was so well done. It was wow. You could never create Trevor on your own. So in that department, there's no need to create your character because it wouldn't be better. There's no way it could be better because so many lines of character and the voice acting of the people that have done it for GTA 5, the amount of effort put into the details and their progression through the story and some of the decision making, you can't get that with a created character. Yeah, in RPGs, role-playing, that's why we call them role-playing, because you play a role. As you said, in your head, it's the most epic character, and that's how it should be. You should be playing characters that you really want to play in RPG games. But that's the part of the creative freedom of your own mind to give yourself the immersive experience that you want out of them. And you also have a lot of decision makings in those games, which also deepens the attachment to the character and its decisions. So it's a different type of a game. It's really hard to compare proper RPGs like CRPGs with action games. You just can't. It's a different thing, right? They have very little in common, and they don't have to have. That's why there are genres, and that's why there's so much diversity in gaming in terms of games and styles of games that we have, and that should be appreciated. I enjoyed Cyberpunk at the release date. Might not be one of many, but I think Cyberpunk was a good game at the release, on PC of course, not on consoles. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, it was broken as heck. It was they overmarketed it and oversaturated the people with the videos of that bloody game. But overall, I think it was a good game. It was really fun. The combat was fantastic in a way, and the story was good too. Do I prefer? Oh, that's a good question, Zadatsu. Do I prefer silent protagonist or voice protagonist? It depends on the game, because a lot of games can't, because of the budget restraints and so on, can't do proper voice acting. And if you can't do proper voice acting for the main character and important characters that are in the game, then it hurts the game overall because it kills the immersion. That's like playing something like in the Souls games, and then you have combat that is very clunky, and that ruins the experience, because the clunkiness of it all removes the weight aspect and the positioning aspect that is important in From Software's games, and it just ends up being extremely clunky experience that is detrimental to the game. That's how I look at the voice acting and the voiced protagonists over silent protagonists. Because if you can't do a good job, then sure, go for it. Why not? But if you can't, then go for silent. Look at the characters in old Final Fantasies. None of them were voiced, and they were still fantastic. Look at the characters in Chained Echoes, for example. No voice there. A lot of JRPGs don't have voice because it's not needed. But then, look at the Final Fantasy VII Remake and how phenomenal the characters were done in that game. They had so much personality, the voice acting, everything added more character, more personality to them. So it was a good thing, it was a beneficial thing. But then again, it was a high production value, which only rare developers can do. So it all depends. It's never that simple. As I say, I always prefer quality. If you can't have quality, then do something that can offset it. Then do something that wouldn't be detrimental to the game, right? You don't have to force voice acting. You don't. Why? It's not necessary. There's no voice acting in Atom RPG. There's no voice acting in Fallout, except in a couple of cutscenes. You don't need it. If the writing is good, period. I think the feature with voice AI becoming better, even our created characters will be fully voiced with any voice lines we want. Okay, I hope so. I really hope so. Maybe that's good. But people have different. Think about what we say AI. This is not AI that we use technology. I use a lot of AI technology to create videos for my kids' channel. Voice conversion so that my voice sounds like Mickey Mouse voice. Then I use ChatGPT to write me a story, some random minor story, to write me a story about Mickey Mouse or Minnie Mouse doing something. Doesn't matter, right? And I use also another AI to create some kind of short 3 to 4 second animations, which are not animations, just a minor thing, mostly a picture but with a little bit movement on it. But it's all pattern recognition technology. It's not really AI. Do you think really that we would be allowed to use AI? No. AI might be real in military complex or somewhere where corporations maybe use it. But this is all pattern recognition technology, more or less. Which is part of the AI, but AI is unlimited. And pattern recognition technology is just part of an AI, which is the limited part that is given to us to use. But alright, this is just nitpicking now, trying to act smarter than what I am, but I'm not. But I just don't want the people to think that this is AI that we use today. I see, Solem, so you know much more than I do. But we call it AI, it's easier to do than it's calling bot. No, check out my pattern recognition technologies. it's stupid, so it's easier to say AI. And I love it. I'm having a lot of, not a lot of success. I'm not having a lot of success, unfortunately, but it eases my job a lot in terms of creating stuff for the kids, you know. Really eases my job a lot in that department, although it does take 3 days to create a 3-minute video, but that's video editing for you. Predictive models, yeah, exactly, mate, exactly. You know, you're right. A lot of you know, a lot of you are here developers or have some sort of experience with the games in a more profound and deeper way than I do. Meaning you actually worked on games, right? I'm just a bastard that tries to convey what he's seeing, but I know nothing about the creative processes of the games and what developing entails. And I'm not trying, but I can review games. I know what works, what doesn't work. That I can do. And sometimes that's, I mean, from a developer standpoint, it must be infuriating because it seems like the work is not appreciated enough in some of the reviews, especially my reviews. But I don't want it to come off as that way, right? I'm always trying for games to become better, which is why I'm critical, and I think the games can be a lot better than they are today, a lot of them. But I always point things out. What could be a little bit better, what doesn't work as it should, or maybe a different idea here and there. Because in the end, the best ideas come after people have a talk about it, or maybe if they hear a critique, or maybe they get another idea on how to do things. Yeah, again, I got no clue where I'm going. I'm just gonna go forward towards there, and hopefully it. Aha, okay, I'm at the right position, but I don't know where I went. Was it up there? No. Ah, shit, not this again. No, I think I went here. Hey, Adrian. Yep, doing some monkey business. Sorry, I'm really talking bad today. I don't know what's wrong. Can't string 2 sentences together. Okay, I was definitely here, and there was the big guy over there, if I'm not mistaken. So I won't be able to finish the chapter today. Damn. I swear my brain can't comprehend these 2 attacks that this guy has. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I can't fucking deal with those 2 delayed attacks. Cheers, mate. It's just sometimes, some days I'm so stupid, it's fucking embarrassing. I don't know why, I don't know if other people have that. Just some days your brain can't do anything. That's especially obvious when I try to write a review or any sort of video, ramblings of a madman video or anything, and then I start writing, and one day it goes like I can't stop shitting all over the place, right? spewing bollocks all over the place. But then another day, staring at the fucking screen and feel dumb, real fucking dumb. Accumulated fatigue. I think you're right, Yutzi. You sometimes wake up nerfed. Let's go. Nice. That's the gaming reference for real life. I have days where I'm happy I didn't die from being dumb. That's why I love this chat. Always make me laugh. Aha, that's where those two bastards were. I've defeated them and then I lost somewhere else. I don't know. I think I lost somewhere here, if I'm not mistaken. Question is that I don't know. See, the map would be nice to know if I was coming from over there or what. You have a nice haircut as always. Yeah, mate, this is modeled specially for me, right? The I got no choice haircut. It's either that or that pedophile thing that I call it the pedophile haircut when I let it go for 3. That's letting it go is 3 to 4 days, and then it starts to, you know, since I don't have hair here, this part, right on these parts, and then it goes through the middle and a little bit on the side, and then this, and then when I let it go, it's the worst haircut that exists. It's the worst. I call it the pedophile. I don't know why, but kind of I don't know. I have association with that for some reason. Doesn't have to do anything with it. It's just I'm always joking if I was near kids that they would automatically call police when I have that haircut or lack of a haircut. Pain in the ass being bald, people don't know that. Every 3 days you gotta have a haircut or you look like shit. I mean, I look like shit anyway, but you know, you can look worse or better. Things that you can actually control, like beard and haircut. And if you let the haircut go anyway, that's doesn't help. NVIDIA hair works. Nice. No GTX can save me, mate. This shit has fucked off forever and ever. And it's alright. I'm okay with that. I don't have a problem with that. I had a problem with it when I was younger, when I was 23, 24. I don't know when I started shaving the head. But that's when I had a problem with it. Oh, this is a dead end. What? Why? And then I fell here, I think, fighting. Shit. Difficult to retrace your steps in this location. See, it bothered me then. I remember the first haircut that made me bald. It was a mistake, because my mate had always some kind of a short haircut that I quite liked, the way it's done. All the same way. No more here, less on the sides, but everything the same. But very short. And I said to him, you know what, why don't you give me a haircut? I don't know how to do that. So he went to my place, and then he started going with the big extension, which is 12 millimeters, something like that. And then it couldn't cut. So then he put 9 millimeters. That couldn't cut as well. It was just pulling my hair, but it wouldn't cut. Then he went 6 millimeters. Also didn't work. Then he went 3 millimeters. It worked immediately. When I got out of the bathroom, my grandparents were, what the fuck did you do? And then when I met with my ex-girl at that time, for the first time, when I showed her, she always wanted the guy with good hair, which I never was. Yeah, it didn't go well. Let's just say that. Oh no, this is where I fell down. But after that, I kind of accepted it. You know what? It's not gonna grow back in certain places, so accept it. Go for it. It is what it is. Thankfully, I don't have a bad shape of my head up top, so it's not terrible, so I can wear it all right. But it's a problem if you have a bad cranium shape. That truly is a problem. Because what then? You can't fix that. You can have what, toupee? Or you just don't care, but then it affects. Well, maybe that's also a good thing, because men that do that and they don't give a shit, they have a certain amount of confidence. And confidence is the best way to get girls, so. Interesting, right? Interesting cycle of attractiveness. Nah, I accepted it. What implants, mate? I barely have money to pay for bills, mate. Let alone... No, I have to pay for bills and get some necessities, and that's it. But other than that, that's a fucking hefty price. Even if I had the money, I wouldn't go for it. It's my style now. Or a lack of style. Depends which women. You know, some women prefer hair, some women prefer bald. It's same like men. Some men look at more tits, some men look at more ass, legs. And that's absolutely alright. Nothing to feel wrong about that or feel ashamed. Everyone has preferences, and preferences are all right. I look at everything. Well, not easy to please you then, mate. But that's fine. That's fair. And I'm looking at where the hell do I need to go, because I got no fucking clue where I need to go again. This is a very confusing area. Oh, I know. There's only one more path I can take. I was watching snow for so long. I thought I was on coke. I love the snow though. Both versions. Second. Thanks, Adrian. Appreciate it, mate. Bold is best. Rain time, rain time, rain time, rain time. Yeah, it just slides off during the rain. You're right. You're absolutely right about that. But I remembered where I need to go, thankfully. You just gotta know. Nah, you know what? We're gonna do this. It's gonna be much easier this way. Boss is immune to rain. Well, I rarely use umbrellas, so maybe you're right. There we are. Okay. Now should be some kind of a boss fight. We've been fighting bullshit for a long time now, and meaning trash mobs. So I'm suspecting, yeah, there's gonna be something now. My ass hurts from sitting. Ugh. Captain Kalpa Wave. Aha, that's an enemy. What is it? Oh shit. What the hell is that thing? Yeah, today I'm getting drunk. It's Saturday. Getting drunk with my girl. Favorite part of the week. Then we drink and have fun from what? Usually 6-7 p.m. to 6-7 a.m. Literally until we can't have our eyes open anymore. Love it. Okay. This is a long ass chapter. I thought this might have been the final fight of the chapter, but no. Might not be even close. Look how beautiful this game looks. I love vistas in games. It fills me with joy. Same like in real life. When I'm traveling around, or yeah, when I'm traveling, that's usually a short travel. But when you go outside of the city and see vistas like that, beautiful mountains, sea, and all that, I just love that shit. I don't know why, but it just fills me with joy. What a beautiful world we have, right? I know it's a little bit poetic bullshit. I understand, but I'm a sissy. I'm a tough guy, but I'm also a sissy, so... A mix. I'm in touch with my emotions. All right, thunderclap. Alright, peeps, that's it for today. Sorry, I gotta go. Niece is here, so I wanna play with her a little bit. We might play Mortal Kombat or something on PlayStation. Thanks for the great chat, Adrian. Thanks for the donation. When you guys join in, it's always fun, I swear. Anyway, have a good weekend. Enjoy, and see you Monday.